Libra, this is Crystal with Hattis Hierophant. I am your tarot reader. This is your general reading for June 2020. And Libra, the center of your reading is that of the Fool. I absolutely love this energy. Right away, I hear the Fool's journey. And please don't take that as a negative, because it's not foolish in not knowing or being uneducated or not wise. It's the Fool's journey of stepping into that arena, being untarnished, going into it with not feeling pain, but being hopeful. So I really feel that energy, and I feel like some of you have stepped into this Fool's journey, not necessarily accidentally, but it's almost like you just kind of stood up thinking everyone else would stand up. And you took a step thinking there's many people stepping behind you, and you look back and it's just you. So then you took another step, and you took another step, and you took another step, and there you were. However, on the flip side of that, I do get this energy of those of us who are being foolish and making foolish moves, in the sense of there are consequences, right? I keep hearing you're not invisible. We see you, you're not invisible. So there are some Libras who are in that energy, and keep in mind too, Libra, that if this isn't you, it could be someone who's in your close proximity to where you're feeling their energy, right? And you have to understand that now during this time, we are all so heightened. Energy latching onto other energy is happening more often now than not. So just be aware of that, I think, is the most important. All right, my Libra, we are going to go into your moon energy, and this is where your emotions are. This is where you meditate your feelings, and this is how you translate it to spirit, and they indeed give it to you. Okay, and here you have the 9 of Cups, Libra, along with the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So with this being in your moon energy, I can already feel and see the emotions with these cups that we have, because that's what cups represents. It represents our feelings and our emotions. And right away, I'm seeing that perhaps some of us have had some past relationships, and they don't have to be romantic. They could be past friendships. And I feel like somehow you have come back together, and together you're defending your space, you're defending your area, you're defending your belief system. And like I said, that even with the Fool card, it's like it just kind of like you showed up and they showed up, and it's like, oh, how you doing? We're in this together. We need to go let these people know that this is important to us. And then with that 9 of Cups, the 9 of Cups is typically like a wish fulfillment energy. But you know, when I get that card, when I see that card, I always feel like it's more of a manifestation sort of energy, right? I got it. So what I'm getting, Libra, is I'm getting this like, it's a 9 of Cups. I'm getting like, I'm at the top. I'm at my limit emotionally. And that's what's causing this defense. You feel like you've taken all that you could take. And you're kind of like you're at that 9. It's like something has to budge before it gets to the 10. And we're going to see how that plays out, Libra. Before we do that, let's look at your Sun energy, and this is where you show up. This is your ego, and you have the 8 of Pentacles, the Lover's energy, along with the Hierophant. So I feel like a lot of us Libras, I don't know if you have a church that you go to or a spiritual community that you go to, but it's almost like you're going to them and you're like, look, I need you to deliver what you say you deliver, and that's love. And I feel like that's like your demand. And I feel like when I see you, Libra, when I feel your energy, I feel your heart chakra first. When you step into that energy of demanding. And you're demanding it because it's like, out of everything else, love should be what's helping us here. And because I do get this Hierophant, this represents like church and spirituality. And we have the Lover's card, which is also Gemini energy as well. So I'm also getting like there's two sides to this organization, and some of it's not a church, and some of them aren't like spiritual communities. Some of them are actual like political organizations, to where it's like you're saying one thing but you're doing another, right? I feel like there's two sides. Yeah, not only are there two sides, it's almost like we're being shown one thing, but in the background something else is happening. Interesting. And with this Eight of Pentacles, I get this very deliberate, purposeful work that's being done. Okay. On the flip side of relationships, I do see perhaps in some of our marriages, right? For those of you who are coupled up in that way, to where it's marriage or marriage-like, right? You know what that means? We're really deliberately working. Yes. Some of us are you writing out like wills, or it's like you're planning for the future, right? I don't see actual marriages, but I do see like Libra sitting down and you're writing these things out with your actual partner. Almost like if something happens to me, I want to make sure you have this. I want to make sure this happens. It's like you're coming to an agreement, like there's a will. Like it's very like us oriented. If something happens to one, then I want to make sure that you are taken care of kind of energy. Let me see if I can see anything else. And perhaps for those of you, because like I said, I don't see too many weddings, and perhaps we're seeing some prenuptial agreements. So perhaps we're in the beginning stages of that. Okay, now let's go on to your immediate present and let's see what we got there. We have the Wheel of Fortune, Libra, along with the Four of Pentacles. And right away, Libra, I see that some of us are going to get some extra moolah, right? I see some of us in regards to like a raise. There's going to be like a small raise, you know, but it's a raise is a raise is a raise. I don't feel like it's like this ginormous amount of money, but I do see that a raise is happening for some of us. And then for others of us, it's like you're going to get a check in the mail, like perhaps it was an employment check that you've been waiting for, or a stimulus check, or maybe some hazard pay. But I do see a lot of you, Libras, getting like that little extra boost financially. And if it's not financially, I feel like it's gonna help your household. So whether you're gonna get like this delivery of like groceries and canned goods, or whatever the case, or someone may be gifted a car. I saw a car. I didn't see a brand new car, but I did see a car like gifted, like we know you need this. I see like this vibration of assistance like rising, especially for you, Libra. I see you like stomping. I see you like I don't want to say picketing, because it's not picketing. I see you marching. That's what it is. I see you marching, Libra. Yeah. I just see like emotionally you've just had enough. Let's see what else is going on here. Yeah. I'm being told that if you are going to march, just make sure that you're doing it in the daylight. Do not do this at night. Okay, Libra? Yeah. Because not only is it just not safe, there's something energetically at night that it's just not good, and it attaches. It almost like that energy, that whatever it shows up at night, it attaches to the people who are there. And it sticks on them like tar. And then it continues, like they'll carry that energetic tar, and then whoever they touch, they carry that energetic tar. And for some reason, I only see it at night. I do not see it during the day. So there's that. All right. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, so Libra, I expand on that Nine of Cups, and we have the Two of Cups along with the Page of Wands. And this is energy of, remember we were talking about that Nine of Cups and how emotionally I just feel like, you're kind of at like that nine, and whatever that means to you, right? It could mean that, because I see like some of us emotionally are at that nine of, I'm tired of going through this. I'm tired of the same thing happening. It feels like you're, wherever you are emotionally, you feel like you've been there before and you feel like you're at your limit. And with this Two of Cups and this Page of Wands, Libra, I feel like that relief is coming, because that's what that page is. That page is like that idea space, that thought process before the action actually starts of let's move forward passionately and deliberately and with authority, and let's do it together. So I do feel like that whatever that is emotionally to where you're at your limit, you're gonna get assistance, or someone's gonna meet you like toe to toe and be like, yes, I hear you, I see you, I get it. So I love that energy. Now, when I expand on that Six of Cups, I get the Tower energy along with the Five of Wands. That's that energy that I'm getting when I said, at night, I don't like that energy. Libra, I almost feel like that if you're being encouraged to, if you're being encouraged to do something that you normally wouldn't do, that may be in the yesteryears, that used to be your energy, that used to be your old you used to do things that way. And maybe someone from your past is coming back and like, yeah, let's get back to it. Let's do what we used to do. It's like, yeah, we were young then and stupid. And now there's consequences. I have a family and a job and responsibilities. I can't do that. And don't get caught up thinking that, again, see, it's that foolish energy. Like, let's not get caught up thinking there will not be any consequences. Let's not get caught up. Oh, you guys should know me by now. I have a hard time with my words. My brain thinks faster than my lips. Let's not get caught up in that energy of excitement and expansion, because sometimes it can lead us to this, and it can lead us to this. And because this Tower card is coupled up with this Five of Wands, if this is just by itself, then that's just, it's like play fighting, it's just like little annoyances. But when it's coupled up with the Tower energy, this is no longer just an annoyance. This is jail time. These are fines, all right? This is a change of life, right? That could last us for a long time from one decision, okay? And I'm not trying to make you nervous, Libra. I'm just trying to just keep that in the back of your mind, that if something like this happens, you already know, and you already know to say, Hattis Daughter already told me this was coming, okay? When I expand on that Seven of Wands, we get the Queen of Wands along with the King of Cups and the Emperor. Now, already this is the power couple, right? And when we talk about the power couple, we have two fire energies here, okay? The Emperor and the Queen of Wands, that's already like, when they come in, it's like a windstorm. So I love that it's coupled with the King of Cups. There's some softness there. There's some loving aspects of this energy. And because it is there, and I do feel like we are defending something. We're defending, we're defending a way of living, did I say that already? A way of thinking, a way of doing things. There's something that you are defending, but it's so physical. It feels like such a physical defense that you're doing, Libra. And I feel like that whoever your partner is, whether they are a fire sign or not, because I feel like some of them are not fire signs, but because you, Libra, because you stood up, right? Because they're like, oh my gosh, Libra stood up. Normally Libra likes everything, kind of chill. As long as everybody's kind of, getting something out of it, I'm good. But Libra is up like, no, demand better. And so this fire energy came up and coupled up with you and said, let's do this. I love that energy. I love it so much, I'm going to expand on it some more. But I want to go to your ego energy first. And I want to straighten out my camera a little bit here. Hope that's better. Okay, so let's see what's in your ego. Let's expand there. Oh, wow. Interesting. So when I expand on the 8 of Pentacles, I have the 10 of Swords along with that moon energy, right? Something has to change. That's what I'm feeling. Like this way of thought, this thought process, because it's Looney Tune. And that's how come we're so deliberate and purposeful as far as what we plan to do next. And I see you planning. And some of it's as small as just planning on how you live your life and where, how you drive to work and how you shop. Like some of it's that small, and some of it is as large as I am going to the biggest churches, I hear politics. Like some of you are like writing letters, getting signatures. Like it's everything in between even. Because what's happening is almost like you feel that dark energy that I was just telling you about. Like you feel it. Even if it's not attaching itself to you, you can practically see it going in and out of people and places and things. Which is why you are so doggone focused. And then when I expand on that Hierophant, I have the 8 of Cups along with the 10 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Cups is an emotional separation, right? Some of us are emotionally separated from those groups, those large groups that we were attached to, whether it be churches, places where we worship, or spiritually attached to, even politically. I feel like some of us are emotionally walking away. And sometimes it's physical and sometimes it's not. And sometimes when it's not physical, that's even worse, right? Because it changes the commitment. Now, going back to us that are coupled up and we're writing out documents as far as, wills. And I see some of us even buying houses together and we're not even necessarily married. We're just, document wise, but we're coupled and we're serious. I see some of us buying homes. I see some of us, I see you getting stuff notarized and everything like that. And I can see that here. And some of us are even, moving away from that very domestic way of thinking about couples. Like, we don't have to be married. We don't have to have that piece of paper. We can buy this house and do it. We can start a family and do it without being married. Like, I feel like some of us are walking away from that and we're still creating that family, that legacy anyway, because we're doing it on our terms. Like, I feel this great independence with you, Libra, of I'm going to do it my way because it feels good to me. And then when I expand on that Lover's card, I have the Ace of Swords with the 10 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. So obviously we are feeling a lot about our emotions and love for love's sake and family. And we're also thinking about, like, how are we going to put things in place financially so that everyone is taken care of. And this is me expanding on that Lover's card. And this is seeking out. So, we have the Ace of Swords, which encourages you to move forward with new ideas and innovative ways of thinking. My goodness, pull it together, girl. And I get that energy, especially from the Fool energy, right? And especially from this 8 of Cups. We're shifting what is the norm. We're shifting away from what people consider normal, right? That's almost like not normal anymore. Seriously. Okay. So listen, for those of you who are just like, I don't know what to do with, how do we build a legacy? How do we save for a rainy day? How do we do this nest egg? Some of you are even, you don't even trust the banking system anymore. So listen, the message there is just keep searching it out. You're headed in the right direction, Libra, for those of you who are looking for different ways to invest your money, to save your money. For those of you who don't want to do things normally, right? Where you go to Wells Fargo or Bank of America or whatever bank that you bank with, right? Those big banks, you've realized that it doesn't make sense for me to put my money there because they take it as often as they as they want. You figured that out and you're like, now what do I do? Because that's all I've known. But the message here is that you are headed in the right direction. Keep searching out. I hear attorney and accountant and bookkeeper, right? Some of you may even want to start with a bookkeeper first. They're typically a little bit more affordable. And if you're looking for a bookkeeper, make sure that you go through a few. You interview a few. I get a 3, so perhaps it's the third one. Okay, 3s are very important to you, Libra. I don't know why, but I always get 3s. I do know why. It's that doggone scales. 3 points. Pulling it together. Okay. There's some of you Libras that are single that perhaps you are dating someone who has children and you're thinking about whether it's a good idea for you, because I feel like that either Libra, you have children or you're dating someone who doesn't, or vice versa. Libra, you're dating someone who has children and you're kind of like, will there be room for me? Will there be enough, financially, are we always going to have to worry about, the kids and me and the house? And it's like you're not used to that. And you're really thinking about it. Yes. And you're even thinking about it from the standpoint of, I don't want to invest my time in this family if it's not going to go anywhere, because it's not good for me and it's not good for the kids. So you're really concerned about that too. So I see you really thinking about that. Let me see if I can expand on that. Yeah. Okay. So, we have this beautiful thing called free will. And that's basically what Spirit is telling me. They're like, you know what? Libra has all the information that they need to make this decision. It's really up to them to weigh the pros and cons, right? I can't tell Libra what to do in this situation. Intuitively, they have to go to Spirit and seek out Spirit and have a discussion there and see how they feel about that relationship. Okay? About if they want a future there. I tried to get some answers for you, Libra, but Spirit's like, nope. Libra's got to decide on their own. Okay. Libra, you're going through some stuff. Oh, wow. You're going through some stuff, but it's clearing up. Okay, so I expanded on that Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Hangman and the Five of Cups, right? So this is, so in your immediate present, we can expect that whatever that we're working on, and we're working on something because this is like batshit crazy, right? Whatever it is that you're working on, you won't get everything that you want out of it. And there's going to be some great disappointment. And you're almost going to feel like you're at a standstill. Like, we're back where we started, we didn't move forward. We didn't move backwards. We're at the same spot. And when I expand on that Four of Pentacles, I have the Strength energy and the Eight of Pentacles. This is encouraging you, Libras, who are out there defending your belief system, standing up for something that maybe is not in the norm for everyone else, is to get out of your head a little bit and to stay encouraged and to stay strong. And that mental strength, because you need that mental strength and that mental courage to keep going despite of. Now, when I expanded on your center energy, and I got that off of the Fool card, you are not going to believe this, Libra. Look at this. Libra shows up to the reading with the World card and the Sun card. That ends your reading. So this tells me, Libra, it is just a matter of time, because the World card represents that. It's a cycle. And a cycle is ending because I have the Sun card here telling me that one is about to begin. And Libra, you are standing right there. So this is you. So whatever this standstill is, whatever this small disappointment that you have to where you feel like it hasn't gone anywhere, it's going somewhere. And it's going to be a much brighter future. So these steps, these blind steps you've been taking, this fool's journey that you've been walking, keep walking it, keep taking that step. This is to encourage you to do it, because it's not just going to help you, Libra. I feel like it's going to help others. And some of you, it's going to be just even watching you take each step with confidence helps that other person. Like, you don't even realize that they're watching you, and then you're encouraging them. Okay. Let me see what else I have here. No, I don't. I don't see anyone traveling. I do see some Libras moving. I feel like some of you Libras are going to be moving this summer. And for you Libras that are single looking for love, perhaps this next partner is going to be a Leo and or a fire sign. But I get that Leo energy, or like that really playful, energetic, like charismatic kind of energy. And he or she may even be in law enforcement, attorney, accountant, teacher, and that kind of arena. All right, my love, that's all I have. I hope that made sense. I felt like I was everywhere with your reading today. I was getting a lot of energies, but really I really do get energies of you all marching. Please, 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 every time I get that energy of you marching, when I go to like the evening, there's something energetically that's just bad news. Only during the day. Do not go past dusk, okay? All right, so now we're gonna pick your angel card. And this is the energy that we want to think about going forth in June for you, my dear. And we have power. That is amazing. For you to have the Fool card and then to have the angel card of power. I've never pulled this angel card before. Like, I can feel your power. And not only can I feel your power, but I can feel like powerful things coming towards you. And it has a lot to do with this Fool's journey, okay? And that means something to you. Every time I say it, I feel like it hits you right here in your heart, like you know exactly what it is. All right, Libra, listen, I absolutely adore you. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being patient with me. I know I'm like so sporadic uploading my videos. I am trying to get on like a system. So if you've been with me for a little bit, I appreciate you. And if it's your first time, come see me next month and take out a subscription. All right, bye you guys. I adore you.